Namaste. My name is Nick, and I thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be going through a Vinyasa flow class. You won't need any props, but if you want them, feel free to grab them. I have 2 blocks here. Not sure if I'll be using them yet, but they're there just in case. When you're ready to, find your way into a child's pose to get started. So we'll touch the big toes, take the knees wide. Drop the elbows down, forehead to the mat. Close your eyes. Take a few moments to settle. And begin to deepen your breath. Allow the sound, the shape, and the sensation of your breathing to help you come a little bit more into this moment, a little bit more into your body. And allow the cadence and the rhythm of your breathing to help you maintain a sense of steadiness as we move through the effort of the practice. Find your way up onto all fours, tabletop pose. Tuck the toes, shift forwards and backwards a few times, working into the wrists. Okay, and then take the right palm to face up, forwards and backwards a few times. Not a lot of weight in the right hand here, just moving it around. Pause somewhere in the middle, open and close your hand a few times. And release, shake out the right hands. Left fingers point backwards, palm faces up, forwards and backwards a few times. Open and close the hand. And shake it out. Set the left hand down onto the floor. Reach your right leg back behind you. Come up onto the left fingertips. Those of you that can, left hand reaches forward. Spinal balance. Hug the left hip in. Reach down through the right arm so the chest lifts. And then reach your tailbone back towards your right heel. Get a little bit longer through the lower back. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, knee to elbow underneath you. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, extend out. Knee to elbow on the exhale. Reach out on the inhale. Lower left hand down as you exhale. Swing the right leg out to the side so your right heel is in line with your left knee. And then right hand's going to come up. Inhale, reach the right fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm through the hole between the left arm and the left leg. Back up on the inhale, reach. Extend through as you exhale. One more time, inhale, reach up. And reach through with the exhale. Ground the right palm down, lean forward into the hands, tuck the left toes and lift the knee up. And then circle the right leg up and back behind you into a 3-legged dog. Bend the knee. Reach the right heel over to the left side of the room. As you do, turn the right armpit down towards the floor. Big breath in here. And then with your exhale, step right foot forward to the front of the mat between the hands. Climb up onto the fingertips. If you want, you could use blocks here. Reach the chest out long. Tap the left knee down. Lift the left knee up. Straighten the right leg out. 2 more times. Shift forward. Knee taps down. Knee lifts up. Straighten out. One more time. Shift forward and plant the hands down. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Drop the knees to the floor, tabletop. Extend out through the left leg. Climb up onto the right fingertips or reach the right arm forward. Find a little bit more extension through your limbs. Press through the left arm to lift the chest and reach the tailbone back. Inhale here. And then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Extend out and reach. Lower the right hand down and swing the left leg out to the side. Left arm's going to lift up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close and reach through. Open, inhale. Close and exhale. One more. Plant the left hand down, lean forward, tuck right toes and lift the knee up. Three-legged dog, circle the left leg up and around. Bend the knee, feel left heel reaching over to the right side of the room. Spin the left armpit down and inhale deeply. Exhale, left foot forward to the front of the mat. Climb up onto your fingertips. Lengthen out through the heart. Drop the right knee down. Lift the right knee up. Straighten the left leg out. Again, shift forward. Right knee taps down. Right knee lifts. Hips go back. One more time. Shift forward. Lower the knee. Lift the chest. Press the hips back. Tuck the chin. Lean forward. Step the right foot forward to the front of the mat. Take a half lift, inhaling to lengthen ribcage out of the thighs. Exhale, fold down, drop head towards the lower legs. Let the arms hang, nice deep bend into the knees. Roll yourself up to stand. Find the top of the mountain pose with the feet together. Setting up for Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look up at the hands. Exhale and fold over the legs, lower torso down to the thighs. Flat back, inhale, rib cage away from thighs. Plank pose, exhale the feet back, lower down halfway to the floor. You can modify with the knees. Curve the spine, inhale, lift the chest. Downward facing dog, exhale, press the hips back. Reach through the arms, take an inhale to bend your knees. And then exhale to step feet forward between the hands. Inhale, lengthen spine forward. Exhale and fold, empty the lungs. Sweep to stand as you inhale. Hug the inner legs and lift your ribs. Mountain pose, exhale, hands down by the sides. Again, inhale, stretch and reach the arms. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Lengthen spine forward in, inhale. Exhale, feet back, lower down halfway to the mat, chaturanga. Over the toes, inhale, upward facing, lift the sides of the neck. Downward facing, exhale, press the hips back. Take an inhale to lift the heels and bend the knees. Exhale, feet forward between the hands at the top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, empty the lungs. Rise to stand, inhale, press off the heels, lift your fingertips. Mountain pose, exhale, hands by sides. One more round. Inhale, Urdhva, stretch up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha, lengthen forward. Exhale, feet back, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, curve the spine. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, press the hips back. 5 breaths here. 1. 2. 3, you can take your knees down to the floor if you want a little bit more rest. 4. And 5, bend the knees, step or hop feet forward to the front of the mat between the hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine forward. Exhale and fold the head down. Rise to stand with an inhale, stretch the arms, lift the gaze. Mountain pose, exhale, hands by the sides. Surya Namaskar B, chair pose. Bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, flatten the back, lengthen spine forward. Bottom of a push-up on the exhale, step or hop lower down. Upward facing, inhale, curve the spine. Downward facing, exhale, press the hips back. Now right foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Inhale, rise and reach the arms. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, lower down. Upward facing, inhale, curve the spine. Downward facing, exhale, press the hips back. Left foot forward, warrior 1, back heel down. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to the floor, bottom of a push-up. Upward facing, inhale, curve. Downward facing, exhale, press back. Again, we'll pause here for a few breaths. You're welcome to, if you like, take the knees down, set the hips back to the heels. I'll do that. Feel free to stay in down dog if you prefer. Call this 2. 3, and I'm just keeping my head lifted, so if I drop my head down, I think the mic's going to sound a little bit weird. 4, not that you asked, but in case you were wondering. And 5, from down dog, lift the heels and bend the knees. Bring feet to the front of the mat between the hands. Half lift, inhale, lengthen spine forward. Fold and exhale, drop the head. And inhale, chair pose, bend the knees and reach the arms. Tadasana, exhale, hands by the sides. Again, we're going to move through Sun B, but we're going to take some liberties with it. Chair pose, bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, sit all the way down to the floor. Navasana, boat pose, knees together, feet up off the mat. Feel free to modify by holding onto the backs of the legs. Feel free to intensify by straightening them. Now bring the feet in, catch a hold of the big toes with your index and middle fingers. Lift the chest, extend the legs out. Feel for pulling your upper arms back and lifting the sternum up. One more breath. Okay, cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. We're going to go right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Come to plank pose, right knee to the right upper arm on your exhale. Inhale, reach the right foot back, 3-legged dog. Warrior 1, right foot forward, back heel down. Sweep and reach the arms up overhead. Now keeping your Warrior 1 stance, take the hands into fists behind the lower back. Press the hands against the lower back, reach the elbows away from one another and the elbows down. A couple deep breaths into the upper back. Couple deep breaths into the shoulders, front of the chest. Now change to an interlace, reach the arms back behind you, lean forward as if you're going into a humble warrior, but stay perched up about halfway. Hug the right hip in, straighten the right leg out. Bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the knee. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the knee. We'll do 2 more. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg out. Bend the right knee. Step forward. Sweep the arms. Chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit all the way down to the floor. Boat pose. Knees and feet together. Again, hold the legs if you want more support. Extend them if you want less. Again, take the big toes, interlace index and middle fingers. I don't know why that was so hard to say, around your big toes. Extend the legs straight out in front of you this time. Same attributes here. Chest forward, upper arms back, sternum through the biceps. Then cross your ankles, plant the hands, step or hop back, Vinyasa. Upward facing, inhale, curve the spine. Downward facing dog, exhale, press the hips back. Raise the left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Left knee to the left upper arm on the exhale. 3-legged dog, inhale, reach. Left foot forward, Warrior 1, back heel grounds. Rise and take the arms up overhead. And then again, hands and fists behind the lower back. This time, keep them as they are, but try to move your hands off of your lower back and enjoy that. If the hands won't come off the lower back, move them lower. Elbows widening, reaching down, upper back hugging, shoulder blades towards one another. Now clasp the hands, stretch the knuckles down and away from you. Lean forward so that your torso is parallel to the floor. Straighten the left leg out. Bend the left knee. Straighten the left leg out. Bend the left knee. Straighten the left leg out. Bend the knee 2 more times. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Step forward, feet together. Inhale, reach the arms, chair pose. And then we'll go one more time. Exhale, sit all the way down, Navasana boat. Squeeze the legs, reach the hands and feet out in front of you. And start to lower down towards a low boat position and find a reclined mountain pose so your legs are straight, hands are down by the sides. As if you're doing the Padangusthasana poses, the extended big toes, raise the right leg up towards the sky. Press the back of the left leg down, flex the right foot, and draw the right leg nearer to your right ribs. Now the right leg is going to stay straight, right leg out to the left. To the right. Press the back of the left hip down to the floor. Reach the right heel away from the left inner thigh. Guide back up through center. Right leg over the left. Now this time, right shoulder is going to stay down, but the right hip can lift up. Flex through the right foot. Reach the heel away from your right hip. Good, back up through center. Change sides, right leg comes down, left leg lifts up. Flex the right foot, push the back of the right leg down, and draw the left leg in towards you. And of course, if your left leg isn't perfectly straight, even if you have to bend it a decent amount, fine with me. The actual working is to bring the leg closer to the body. Now keep the leg close, open the leg up out to the side. Maintain a strong push down through the back of the right hip. So the hips stay relatively level, it's just the leg going out to the side. Back through the middle, leg goes over to the right. Same idea here, feel free to let the left hip lift, but try to keep the left shoulder down. Press into the pinky toe side of your right foot, one more breath. Back up through center. Raise the right leg up to meet the left leg. Reach the arms up over your head. Big breath in. And without the feet touching the floor, exhale, rise up in Navasana boat pose. Cross the shins. Make your way back into a tabletop. Okay, so working back on some stuff that we did a little bit earlier. Right leg goes back. Left hand reaches forward. Now your left hand's going to stay forward, just the right leg moves. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Extend back on the inhale. Right knee, right upper arm, exhale. Extend back and inhale. Right knee, right upper arm, exhale. Extend back, lower the left hand down. Take the leg out to the side and set the foot onto the floor. Right hand stays grounded. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread and reach through. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close off. Don't be surprised if this round is much harder than the first one we did. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Plant the left hand down. Shift forward, tuck the left toes, lift the knee. Right leg goes up and back into a three-legged dog. If you want to take a flip here, why not? Add in a little bit of extra extension for the hips. And then from wherever you are, you're going to make your way into a warrior two. Right foot to the front of the mat. Back heel down. Rise up. Reach the arms. Straighten the right leg out for triangle. Shorten up the stance a bit if you need. Hips shift back. Torso forward. Right hand comes down. Left arm up towards the sky. Lean the shoulders and the ribs back. Press the hips in the direction that your body is facing. Half moon pose, bend your right knee, lean forward. Slide the left leg in. Lift up again, a block can be handy here. A little bit out in front of your right foot and slightly off to the side. Now we're going to come to something slightly unconventional. So left hand's going to go down to the floor or a block. You're going to cross your left leg behind your right leg. So the left foot is off to the right side of the room. Right foot stays flat on the floor. Drive the hips back. Twist the right arm up towards the sky. And don't be surprised if this creates a lot of grief for the outside of your right hip. Lean into that. One more breath here. Good, and then float the left foot back. Vinyasa to down dog or just downward facing dog. Tabletop, lower the knees down towards the floor. Second side, extend your left leg back behind you. Climb up onto right fingertips. Reach the right arm forward. Take an inhale here. Adjust the left knee to the left upper arm on the exhale. Inhale, extend back. Knee to upper arm, exhale. One more time, reach back, inhale. Knee to upper arm, exhale. Extend back, lower the right hand. Take the leg out to the side. And then the right hand's gonna lift up again. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, cross through. Open. And cross on the exhale. One more time, open up. And cross. Right hand to the floor, tuck the right toes. Three-legged dog, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. If you want to take it into a flip, feel free to do so. And then from wherever you are, warrior two. Take a moment there to settle in. Triangle pose, straighten the left leg out, shift forward, lower the left hand towards the shin, open up your chest and your ribs away from the floor. Squeeze the glutes in to the middle of the mat to help create more space across the front of the body. Bend the left knee, shift forward, half moon pose. Stack the hips and the arms. Reach the crown of the head forward away from the right heel. And try to feel long in the underside of the left ribs. Lower the right hand down, swing the right thigh back behind you so you're on the pinky toe side of the right foot. And then ground into the right hand, twist and reach the left arm up towards the sky. Okay, left hand comes down to the floor, right foot goes back. Vinyasa to down dog, or again, it's just downward facing dog. Okay, from downward facing dog, walk the hands back to the feet. Catch your hips, rise up to stand. You can stay at the back of the mat. I'm gonna move into the middle of the mat. We're gonna work through the three big toe poses. So my right foot, most of you that practice with me in person already know this, my right pinky toe is still broken. I can do a decent amount of things, balancing well is not one of them. So we're gonna start with the right foot grounded down. I'm gonna show the modifications here. Now keep in mind that if you wanna do the full expression of the postures, you're just gonna grab the big toe and straighten the leg. The leg is still gonna go to all the three same places. So first straight out in front, out to the side, then we come back in front and the hand changes and we add in the twist. If you want to do that with the leg straight, go ahead. I'll show that on the second round. This first round, I'm just going to hold on to the shin. So wait into the right leg, grab your left knee or your left big toe. Hold here for a moment. Squeeze the right glute. Firm down through the right heel. Stand tall through the torso. Keeping your hips facing forward, open the left leg up to the left side of the room. If you want to challenge your balance, gaze out to the right. Good, back through center. Knee stays in the middle. Grip changes. Right hand holds knee or big toe. Left hand reaches back. Again, if you want to challenge your balance, gaze back towards that hand. Good. Good, and then back through center, release the left foot down. If you need to move the right foot around a bit, feel free to do that. On the left side now, left hand holds the hip, right hand holds shin with the big toe. Extend the leg out. And firm through the left heel, squeeze the left glute, and then stand tall through the torso and the shoulders. Open the leg up out to the side, keep the hips facing in the same direction. Look over the left shoulder if you want a little bit more of a challenge there. Good, back through center, switch the grip. Opposite hand holds. Try to keep your balance. Maybe you fumble a bit like I just did. Maybe you've been fumbling this whole time. Good job persevering. Back through center, release. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Then from the back of the mat, hinge forward and fold down. Lower the hands, lower the shins to the floor. 2 rounds of camel pose just to open back up into the fronts of the hips. So we're going to start low, toes together, knees apart. Fingertips to the floor behind you. Curl the hips up off the mat, squeeze the glutes, drive the tops of the feet down. You're welcome to drop your head back here, but instead of just dropping back, think of reaching your skull back and your upper arms down. Okay, and then release hips down towards the floor, towards the heels rather. Take a moment to center. Reorganize your breathing. And then second round of camel pose, we'll do the more classical variation. Knees underneath the hips, tops of the feet down. If you want to tuck your toes to give your hands a little bit more of an easy time to grasp something, feel free to do that. Hands to the lower back. Hug the elbows in. Send the hips forward. Lift the chest and ribs up. And again, rather than just throwing the head back, think of lifting the skull up to go back. And release. Sit back towards the heels. Deep breath in. Easy breath out. Drop your hips over to the right. Turn to face the left side of your mat. We're going to close this thing off with a side bend and then some seated meditation. I'm trying to keep this a shorter class. So we're going to go left leg extended out, right foot bent in. Left hand reaches down to the inside of the leg, right hand behind the head. Turn up away from the floor. Feel right side body stretching as the left side body compresses. If you want to do deeper variations, feel free to do deeper variations. Good, rise back up. Change sides, right leg out, left foot in. Same here, right hand down, left hand behind the head. Turn the chest up away from the floor. If you want to go further, feel free to go further. And then back up through center. Fold the right leg in. Find a seat that you can sit in for the next few moments. If you want a more restorative rest, you can come to lay on your back and do Shavasana. We'll just sit quietly for 1 minute. Observe the feeling of the breath as it moves in and out of the nostrils. Okay, so that's going to do it for our class today. If you have some more time to spend in meditation, I always encourage that you do that. I'm going to leave you here, though. Thank you so much for letting me share this practice with you today. Namaste.